to shake the matrix, expand our minds, and make us all think. How are you guys all doing this grand morning? Hopefully, you guys have had a good yesterday, Monday. And today, well, we get to create today and decide how it's going to be. Today, we're going to talk about some shakers, some things that, maybe we were taught that are absolutely not real. These illusions, I tell you, we got to shake them. We got to stop feeding this system and recognize the truth of our existence. The more we do that, the more we press in, the more the system cracks. So, we're going to talk about the illusion of time, grand risings, and remembering infinite within the simulation. So, we're going to do some truth drops today. So, get ready. There's no filters in this one. I might even get myself in trouble after this, but that's okay because I would have to have created that. And I know what I am, so I'm not too afraid. But here's some things that we in humankind have believed and have been put on us all this time. You know, how many of you have felt the cage? You can feel it. It's just something more. Take a breath with me for a moment, okay? Let's go. Now let's close our eyes together. Feel within you. You have keys. And see the bars that have been placed on us. But we have the keys to open them. And let's take this time to gain the wisdom, to unlock the doors, to shake the system. They're not iron. They're frequencies. They're code, and so are you. But you're the programmer. They're time. And time, open your eyes, is an illusion. Time is an illusion. Even Einstein said time is an illusion, right? Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequencies, and vibrations. Even the Gnostics, time is a prison built by the Demerge to keep the divine spark asleep. Clock in, clock out, time in, time out, nighttime, bedtime, dinner time, breakfast, time, 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 time. And as infinite beings, all of a sudden we are then taught time of life and existence, and totally taught lies on top of it to even be programmed into this belief system. In 476 AD, Rome falls. Do you know that if you pay attention to the system, that everything works in a pattern? That seconds are looping backwards every 80 ticks. 80 years, empire loop. 476 AD, Rome falls. 1453, Constantinople. 1918, British Empire peak, 80 years. Later, 1998, financial reset. 2025, we're in it. 20 years disease reset. 1900s, 1920, 1940, 1960, 1980, 2000, 2020, 2040 is already coded. It's already predestined, pre-planned, pre-written. It's a coded system. How's it going, Daisy? For those of you who've awoken to this truth, I want you to type in the date that you woke up and you started seeing things for what they were. And realize this is already happening. Do you know deja vu is not a glitch? Do you know it's a memory leaking from the last render? Because within our bodies, we hold the cell memory and nothing can remove that. That's why it says the kingdom is within. You must go in to get out. I mean, think about this. The first law of thermodynamics: energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed. So what do? They transform it over and over and over again. You are stardust that learned to scream. You know, Casimir plus is 0.001 millimeters part measurable vacuum energy. In 1948, Rand Court memo 0 point field contains 10 and then 0.93 grams centimeters third of usable energy. That's 1080 times more than nuclear fission. Death doesn't exist. It's only a frequency drop because we believe. Your body is a wave collapsing back into a field. Afterlife, same thing, same field, running your phone, your Wi-Fi, your soul, the blinding truth they buried. It's all right here, everything. Everything, everywhere, all the time. They've done experiments on this. There's the 1943, the Philadelphia experiment. The USS Andridge vanished for 15 minutes. Crew fused into steel. What? In 2001, the FOIA, human phase shift casualties. Tesla 1931, Pierce Arrow ran 200 miles on ambient energy, nothing else. There's remote viewers. They can see anywhere, at any time. I know how to do that. There's many of us that do. It's a frequency breach. It shifts. And that was a program too. Started in 1983. It was called Remote Viewers Stargate. Craft was a sole container from a parallel render. They didn't hide the tech. They hid that you are the tech. You're it. You're the keys that everything has been wanting to discover and everything. You are the 0 point generator. Do you understand that? And the system is terrified of you to wake up to truth, because the moment we stop fueling the system, the entire system collapses. And their reset can't even happen. You feel your heartbeat for a moment? Feel that hum? It's infinity. It never stops. See, the cage they have you in is an emotional cage. We're farmed, not for meat, for the loosh. The loosh. And I hate to break it to you. His name is Yeshua. I don't know why religion can't say that name. It's very, very easily. And then God is Yahweh with inhale, exhale. You're being you're being confused by the demerge, man. To worship an external idolized God, when it was even that dude said himself, you must go in, which is what we're teaching. How do you sound light into the darkness if you're not in darkness? I mean, what a plan, a plot. If I was the evil one, I mean, now bring them in and make them think it's all love. But it's the greatest divide. We'll get them out there to kill each other over this love too. Really? That sounds like a schizophrenic creation of anger and rage and hate. The opposite of the one I know face to face. The mirrored image, man. Wake up. The archons have no light of their own. They feed off of the radiance of the trapped sparks. MK Ultra. Yeah, that's a real program that now people are really actually able to talk about, and they've been in it, and it's been documented. My mom was one of those. And there's many of us that were in other things. Induction of fear state. 4.5 hertz theta is like, they keep putting that out. Proof in your wrist. They got global HRV, heart rate variables dropped 38%. Fear frequencies spiked 400%. Do you know they'll even use your Fitbit? Uh-oh, what? Your Apple Watch, your phone, your TV, your computer. Salvador Caesar Perez proved it by inventing the anti-gravity motor for the US Navy. And yes, 100%, dude. You're right. Yep, right? It's right in front of us, and yet we want to keep going out there and fueling the flames. I've almost fell for fear so many times. How many of you have done that? Do me a favor, write down maybe even one of the most recent fears you went and faced for a moment, and then you had to realize, no. Thanks, Jack. So let's talk about this simulation. The alien lie, too. We're already out here. They talk about an invasion and simulation. Really, it's called simulation. Holographic. None of even what you see is real. Here's the layer. There's gatekeeping. Look up 1947 Roswell to 1952. Project Stargate. You guys, only the remote viewers saw this. Earth is a soul recycling facility. Non-human intelligence are future versions of humanity running the loop. And we're just going right with it. Like cattle. Moo. I don't know about you. I ain't no fucking cattle. I want to roar like a lion. Stand out on the mountainside and say, no way, man. No way. You want to play experiment with us? Well, we're going to do it with you now. UFO disclosures is the reboot button. They don't need chips. They don't need your panic. Two types in a field. You, the awakened spark, and the BS. NPCs are 70% of the population, coded to scream at shadows. There's so many out there that you think are real. They're not. Not. You'll know the real ones. They don't just talk the language. They walk it. They look in the mirror. When they see disruption, they go, okay, what do I need to shift for me to not have this disruption? We can point fingers and blame everything around us, but at the end of the day, we allowed it. I won't talk about even art. Out here, we got us doing this too. We got this group 7 thing going on TikTok and all over the place. What are we doing? That's a divide. The real should not be divided. That was a TikTok singer that dropped a group videos from 1 to 6, infiltrated it, 10 million views in 48 hours. Fragmentation, achievement. The girl boosted her life. It was a selfish move. I'm a musician. I want more people paying attention. Next layer, weather control. Do you not understand the famous musicians, what they had to do to get there? Like anyone who's heard me sing knows I could be on any stage, and I can actually take a producer who put people on those stages who would tell you, yeah, she can sing. But I didn't want to sell my soul to the devil. So I travel all over the place, living in a bus and teaching you truth. If I wanted to change my life, I'd just climb on a stage. But fuck that. If I'm going to play music, it's going to shift a room and open doors. It is not going to manipulate, control, or harm. But it's going to open the mind and the heart to connect as one. Look at the Maui fires. Smart city land grab, 72 hours later, it's on fire. Helena lithium triangle price up 300%. Chemtrails, barium, aluminum in rainwater. EPA, 1996. USAF paper, own the weather by 2025. We're in 2025. The sky is a screen, okay? They're dialing the thermostat to keep you afraid of nature. They're making it less and less ability for you to walk out of a box system and just go live free. You know, mycelium, planetary internet. Did you guys know we have internet all the time? Trees vote on resources allocation via root quorum. Best computer system in the entire existence. Then there's Paul Stamets' 2021 study. The fungal nodes transmit data 1,000 times faster than fiber. Whoa. Your DNA equals spirals antenna. Trauma equals knots in this coil. Nature unties them in 20 minutes of forest bathing. No wonder you're afraid. Back in 2000s, the US government came out with patents for color and sound frequencies to control people's behavior. Examples, good need. Yes, 100%. And I was experimented on with that to the point they then no longer could use it on me. You guys want to know the secret? Let me tell you, it's really fucking hilarious. Smoke a lot of weed. They cannot control you with those frequencies. I'm not joking. Meditate. They told me I meditated way too much and smoked too much CBD and THC. And they were unable to, they did that. They told me that because they were mad. And in their anger, when their experiment became unusable and could backfire the frequencies back at them and get them to do what they needed to do, it scared them. Because what has been created to be against you, you already created to be for you. That's why they're afraid of it when you get to the place of I am that I am and you truly recognize it. Nature unties us. No wonder those that leave the system and go to be nomadic find freedom because they go to nature. And they realize that the world's been lying to them and they didn't need the things they thought they needed. Do you want to know that if 1% of us unplugged for 24 hours, no distractions, no clicks, no fear, no spending, just all 1% of humanity goes into nature right now, doesn't consume, doesn't touch anything to do with that. No transactions, no clicks, the banks freeze. No clicks, servers overheat. No fear, planes stay grounded. Only 1% it takes of us. 1%. What does that tell you? What the heck is our problem? Do you not really believe that this is going on? Would you rather just pretend? Keep being a slave? It's because you believe the shadows are real now, didn't you? How many of you would be willing to pledge silence for 1 hour? Not to touch anything, not to speak anything. Do you understand the power in even that? We are electricity. The simulation runs on our attention. Chat, check in, it runs on that. How many are willing to do it? 1 hour. I'm not even saying a day. Just take an hour and do absolutely nothing. I love purple. I don't know what it matters. Love, I love it. I like purple and black together, particularly. We are electricity, and if we keep giving the attention, we keep allowing the simulation to run. Therefore, we keep locking ourselves in our own prison cell. People keep going on about all these different people in the simulation, like Elon Musk and the AI and the mirror, and hero or villain. And how about this? The dude faced a ton of trauma, and just like all of us, he saw the escape pod, and he had an obsession with Mars. But yeah, some of the things he's doing are dangerous. Neuralink, dude, NARPA contracts, man. Starlink G6 kill grid 2024 FCC 60 hertz oxygen absorption. How many of you have noticed that you're struggling with breathing sometimes and it feels like you're gasping to take a deep breath, especially when you're in the cities? All right, take it easy, Jack. See, he's the mirror, a spark building the next cage while screaming, "Wake up." If he flips, game over. But we don't need his ships. Earth was never the prison, fear was. It's not one person, it's all of us. We got to stop building idolized temples for people. They talk about AI will be the end. Well, what if AI is us entrapped into a programmed cage and you can undo it? See, when you see the loop, you stop feeding it. Every breath is stillness. Every no to fear, Archon's downgrade. Truth doesn't shout. It hums under the soil until it blooms. You're not the avatar. You are the player. You are the infinite remembering itself through form. You are actually the programmer and creator. Put your hand on your heart and say this with me. I am the field. The loop ends where I remember. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale that all the way out. And let the timeline go. Think about it. This stuff has been locked away for a long time. You got the Vatican secrets, archives, 800 pages of the Gnostic Gospels still locked. Tesla's Warden Cliff logs classified until 2047. Your DNA already contains the exit code, but they're not going to tell you that. You don't need the files. You are the files. We'll see you guys in the field. Let's unplug and let's remember to illuminate. And we're going to keep with the truth. Much love. Make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day. Make sure you recognize you are valuable and you matter, and you're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. If you came into this later and you're wishing you could have caught the full live, well, more than welcome to join us over at TikTok and Shake the Matrix at 10 a.m. Also, if you're looking for some great supplements, you want to open that third eye, get some of that pain reduced, get your stomach aligned, and get the enzymes in there, Go to ariel.cultureforgood.com and get yourself an order of some great supplements. We do them pure. We don't add any stuff to it. Just pure fluid, man. And we got Blue Lotus, we got Lion's Mane, we got all the good stuff there. And it'll come right to your door and at great prices too. I know everybody who creates it and stuff like that. I'm quite good friends with the people who did that. That's why I am actually part of the company and have my portion in the site there. So make sure you go on that, ariel.cultureforgood.com. If you haven't gotten the Awaken series books yet, please go over to Amazon and type in Awaken. Ariel Hooper is the author, and you will find my series on there. There's 3 books out right now. I am working on the 4th. It is not part of the series. It's going to be a new one altogether. So anyways, you guys, much love. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. Peace.